You didn't give loyalty out of weakness. You gave it because it worked. It gave you structure. It gave you purpose, protection. And the moment you stopped being useful, the structure didn't argue. It replaced you. Goro Takimura does not lose Arasaka in a dramatic way. There is no final speech, no reckoning. There is no acknowledgement that his years of loyalty mattered. See, Arasaka simply moves on without him. And after Saboro's death, Takimura is no longer protected. Yorinobu doesn't need him, and Hanako uses him, but never restores him. And the corporation he gave his life to does not collapse. It just stabilizes without him. And this is where the pressure starts to feel familiar, because most people don't lose their system in a single moment either. They lose it when the rules change, and no one tells them. And by the time Takimura understands what happened, he's already outside the structure. There's no authority, there's no protection, and there's no future inside the organization that defined him. And if you've ever built your life around a role, maybe a job, a title, perhaps even a company, then you recognize this immediately. This is not failure, but replacement. See, Takimura didn't break the rules. The rules outgrew him. In Cyberpunk, Arasaka does not punish him. Punishment would mean that he still mattered. Instead, they erase his relevance. Because when you're loyal long enough, you stop preparing for life outside the system. Instead, you optimize for usefulness inside it. See, Takimura's discipline wasn't self-chosen. It was trained. His obedience wasn't moral. It was functional. His purpose was not internal. It was assigned and rewarded by Arasaka. And when that reward disappears, nothing replaces it. And this is the part where most people get it wrong. They think losing the system is the hard part. It's not. The hard part is realizing your discipline no longer has a place to land. So Takimura still wakes up early, still follows procedure, he still evaluates threats, he still thinks in terms of orders and consequences. But no one is issuing orders anymore. And see, that's not freedom. That's disorientation. And this is why he doesn't rebel, why he doesn't reinvent himself, why he doesn't suddenly become philosophical. Instead, he waits, because loyalty trained him to wait for instruction. And waiting becomes dangerous when no one is coming. And Takimura believed loyalty created security, not emotionally, but structurally. And Arasaka proves something colder. It proves that usefulness is temporary. Structures don't love you. They retain what still fits. And once you no longer fit, you're not rejected. You're ignored. And most people misunderstand this moment in their own lives. They think the pain comes from betrayal. It doesn't. It comes from realizing your identity was borrowed and not built. And Takimura doesn't lose Arasaka. He loses the frame that told him who he was. And without that frame, every decision gets heavier. And it's not because there's no more choices, but because there is no longer a system absorbing the consequences for you. And that's why starting over feels threatening to people who are loyal for a long time. Because it means admitting the structure you trusted never promised permanence, only performance. And performance expires. See, Takimura's tragedy isn't betrayal. It's that Arasaka never needed his belief, only his function. And when the function ended, the relationship did too. It ended quietly, cleanly, and without apology. Because most systems don't collapse. They just stop needing you. And when they do, the question isn't whether you were loyal. The question is whether you ever learn how to exist without permission.